The most common misconception about buying land and living off-grid. Hey there, this is Matthew. I'm one of the account executives here at Discount Lots, and today I'm going to talk to you about the misconception of buying land off-grid. If you're looking for land though, come to Discount Lots. We have a lot of land and we make it easy and affordable for everyone. So the most common misconception about buying and living off-grid is that it's for farming. And that's actually the biggest misconception. So not everybody that is living off grid has bought land so that they can farm. That wasn't the intent or the actual purpose of why they bought it. Sure, a lot of them might grow their own food and a lot of them might do some small farming, or a lot of them, have a large scale farm, but that wasn't the reason why they chose to purchase and live off grid. So most people that are buying land and living off grid actually do it because they want to get away from everybody. This isn't to mean that they just don't like people. It's just a form of escaping. You see, being in the city is a lot for some people. There's just so much going on, and we can fall into this, they say the rat race, or like this wheel of just doing the same thing over and over and over and not fulfilling, your actual life. For some people, they feel this way. So they want to go off grid because it's a way for them to escape that kind of lifestyle. Now, it's not to say that, living in a city is a bad thing. It's just that for some people, like I said, they just don't like it and they're not happy when they do it. Some people actually also buy land off grid because they just want to be, one with nature, right? Get back to the basics. That's kind of the same thing as what I just said, but in a different way. It's just that they don't like having cars and they don't like apartment buildings and stuff like that. They just want to get down to the basics, which is, make your own food and eat your own food, not go to a market, buy food from somebody else. You don't know who made it. You don't know how that food was grown or what it was fed or whatever it is. So that's kind of like the idea of it as well. Some people also buy land off grid because there's just a lot less rules and restrictions when you buy off grid, because there's nobody going to be out there to tell you what you can and cannot do. If you're off grid, then there's usually no regulations on what you can and can't do out there. So some people want to do things like earthships, which is a new style of home that you're seeing, tiny homes, treehouse homes. There's just all sorts of different homes that people are getting into doing now. And you can't necessarily do that in a city. You can't necessarily do it in a neighborhood. You can't have a residential neighborhood and then you're the only house that is made up of, natural resources or stuff like that. So there are some people that do that because they want the least restrictions and they're okay with that. But it is true. As you get older, the city lifestyle for a lot of people gets pretty crazy. There's a lot of people that once they retire, you see them move, to different countries where it's just a lot less hectic. It's just more, green and more, natural resources and stuff like that. You see people that move, out of the city that they lived in where they know everybody and they amassed, all their wealth and whatnot because they just want to go to somewhere where it's just quieter and a lot slower paced. But it is true, as you get older, the idea of having such a fast paced and hectic lifestyle for a lot of people just changes. They don't want that anymore. A lot of older people actually buy a lot of off-grid land. I would say that a majority of the people that buy off-grid land are more usually the older people, not the young people, not the people that are just turned 18 and graduated from high school. It's usually people that are at least like in their 30s, 40s, and they've done the lifestyle of being in the city. They've done the restricted living and they don't enjoy it. So those are the people that kind of do it. The point of this video isn't really to explain what people do. It's not really to defend what people that are buying land off grid are doing. It's just more of showing you the possibilities of why people are buying land off grid and why you might actually be interested in doing it, because there's a lot more benefits than just farming. Recreational, building your own home, getting your whole entire family on 100, 200 acres is just a cool thing to do if you think about it. There's just other things that you can do on land off grid, and that is not associated with just farming. Is farming a part of it? Sure. There's most of the people that are living off grid are going to do some sort of farming, but that's not the entire point of it. So when you're looking at land off grid, don't just associate it with farming, associate it with the possibilities that you can do on off grid land. okay? Because if you open yourself to those possibilities, you might find that that land could be just right for you. All right, so this was a pretty quick video. It wasn't meant to be a long, lengthy one at all. It was meant to be short, sweet, to the point, and let you understand some of the benefits that aren't just farming when it comes to buying land off grid. If you're looking for land off grid, you want to check out Discount Lots. If you're just looking for land in general, again, just check out Discount Lots. We make the buying process super simple, super easy. I know I said it in the past videos, but I'll say it again. No credit check, no background check, no income check. Literally everybody qualifies to buy land with us. And most of the properties on our site, you only need $1 for the down payment and $300 for the documentation. So with $301, you can start buying land today. And after you place that 301, we send you the paperwork in 24 to 48 business hours. Once you sign it, you can start using the land. I don't know if you know this, but there's a lot of people that buy land and they can't use the land until they pay off the land, because that's usually the process with the bank. But with us, it's super different. That's just some of the benefits with buying land with Discount Lots. But again, if you're looking at buying land, check out some of these more videos that we have. We have a couple more like this. We're going to continue posting these on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to the page. Make sure you click on that bell notification so you can be aware every single time we have a video. If you like the video, make sure you like it. If you have a comment, question, or you want to see some sort of type of video, please enter it below so that we can read it, because we're going to do our best to make sure we get to all those comments. It was a pleasure, guys. I'll see you on the next video.